Here's a Sony 128GB M card, SDXC UHS 2. I just bought these for my GH5 and GH5S because the highest codec that this camera shoots to, which is 400 megabits, not a lot of cards, the standard cards, can record to. And let me show you what I mean first. In this camera, I have the Sony 94 megabits per second UHS 1. So I go to my codec, and there's the highest codec, that's 400 megabits, 422 10-bit all-I, selected. And then I'm going to hit record. And I hit record and I'm recording. And this seems okay. It starts to record and it's going good. 7 seconds. It's writing to the card. I'm shooting. Oh, wait, no. Recording was canceled due to the limitation of the writing of the card speed. When I was doing a little research online, I wanted to get a UHS 2 card that would work with my Panasonic GH5 and GH5S to record at the maximum bit rate, but not spend an arm and a leg for these cards because these can get quite expensive. This was the cheapest one, so I got 2 of these for about $155. And the price fluctuates, but that's what I got it from recently. Let me just open that. Okay, put that away. So the thing about these cards that make them different is those 2 microchips. Chipset right there. Usually it's a 1 chip. This is just the UHS 1, UHS 2. Alright, now let's see if this card will record. Bust that one out. Pop this one in. Format this card. And just to check again, this is the highest codec that this camera shoots to. And let's start a recording. Okay, all seems good. 8 seconds. Remember, in my other test with this card, it kind of dropped out after 8 seconds. It quit. But this card's still writing. Okay, this is awesome. And on a 128GB card, you can see here that it's only about 42 minutes worth of footage. So you can do the math if you got a 64GB card, or a 256, or a 512. And I think they make 1 terabyte cards, SD cards now, that are $3,000 or something crazy like that. But okay, so it seems like this card appears to be working with the GH5S. I would say if you're shooting 4K, the highest bit rate on the GH5 and the GH5S, you're going to want at least 128GB card. 64GB cards, like what, give you 20 minutes of footage. This was, like we saw, gives you 42 minutes worth of footage in the highest bit rate. I wouldn't get anything lower than 128 for my needs. I wish I could afford the 256 and the 512. Maybe when those come down in price, I'll invest in it. But this Sony right here seems to work. It's not too expensive, and I'm going to use it on a few shoots and see how it goes. But I like what I see so far. There you go.